So, final video in this little mini series. My top 5 favourite Mystic champions in the game. Now, disclaimer: the final time I have to do this for this series. This is not who is the best in class, because I know there are probably a couple of champions on this list who are probably thinking, why are these on this list? These champions aren't even that good. This is all my personal opinion. It is how I, through my... Everyone's got their different experiences in the game. This is just who I like to play. So with that said, for final time, we've got a few honourable mentions. I want to give a shout out to Intra for being a tanky boy when I first got him. Long shot, I do like a bit of long shot. I do wish I had the 7-star. Hopefully that event comes around again, or he gets added. Hood is growing on me. Really, really like Hood. And also Scarlet Witch, just because she absolutely slayed in Crit Me With Your Best Shot. So that being said, and also I need to give a shout out to my big man thing over there at rank 2 7-star, because he's big and it takes a long time to get him down, and he's a lot of people can't handle a big man thing, So with that being said, number 5 is the Wolf, coming in at number 5. Now, I'm not enamored with this guy as a lot of people are. Not to say that, he's on this list for a reason. I really, really enjoy him, but I don't think he's as good as some people say he is. But with that being said, this guy is a lot of fun, especially when it's a full moon, because he ramps up a lot quicker with his full moon charges. Or his howling charges, I should say. But yeah, he's got an interesting way of gaining power by stashing back and letting the house, where you get a power gain, which is quite nice. He is a very, very surprisingly I know a lot of people using him on attack. He's actually got quite a big health pool as well, so he can be a sneaky defender as well, especially if you don't have a rupture immune. So you're going to take some damage. So you can do a Valkyrie style with him, where you just hit into a block to apply those ruptures, but it's only on the first hit of his medium attack. Or his first medium, I should say. But yeah, when he gets into that full moon, or Curse of Lycanthropy, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or Lycanthropy. I think that's how you say it. You gain unstoppable and unblockable passes at the end of special attacks, or it's got a 10-second cooldown. I think it is special too. The last 3 hits deal burst of physical damage for each buff on the opponent, with a max of 6. So that is actually very, very nice. But yeah, he's an interesting character to play. Does he need the Awaken ability? No, I did have him at 6-star Awakened for that Power Shield meta in Battlegrounds, which that was a lot of fun. He was a lot of fun there. But it's not necessary, I don't think. Chilling Howl gain a bar after gaining a bar of power, gain an unblockable passive, and then over 2 bars when you perform a Chilling Howl, it's unstoppable. And also he gains a very small amount of regen potency for his personal regen effect under his Lycanthropy passive. But yeah, that is the Wolfie, Werewolf by Night. Solid champion. Not as good as some people say he is, but he's got a fun play style. And he's a werewolf, Been a long time since we had a werewolf. Now, coming at number 4, one of my first rank 3 7-star, and that is Sasquatch. This guy is, first of all, he's the beefiest boy. He's got the highest health pool in the game, which is why I took him to rank 3. I really wanted just a big, chunky defender, and also he was... The other character I got from when I first completed Necropolis was Wong, and I'm not really a big fan of Wong, so yeah. And I waited forever to get this guy awakened, and I finally got it, which makes him even more annoying. he's well 90% resistant to cold snap, which is nice. And he's immune to frostbite and armor break, which is nice. And yeah, I know a lot of people use this guy for defense, which, you know, I completely understand. Like, I use him for defense, you know, when he's not banned in BGs for me. He's also our Battlegrounds final boss in, well, what are we? Got, like, gold. So, yeah, because I think I was the only one with a rank 3 Sasquatch. I was one of the first, actually, to get a rank 3 7-star in my alliance. And, yeah, we just put him on, on there. He's not, you know, we've not moved him since then. Really, unless I know one of the guys in my alliance is working on getting a rank 3 Serpent as a 7-star, so I'm sure that will be placed on the final node at some point. But yeah, I think this guy's a little bit underrated on attack, similar to like Werewolf by Night, kind of the opposite. He's a little bit underrated on defense. This and Sasquatch is underrated on attack, because when you build up those ruptures, the special 2, I think the more ruptures you have, the more damage it does, in essence. The first 2 hits remove the opponent's rupture debuffs, gaining attack for each rupture it removes, and it's increased when you enter Wrath Tanorak. So that does do a big chunk of damage from the special 2 alone. So he can work as an offensive measure if you have, obviously, you know, defense characters in your way. But yeah, he's a solid champion. I wanted this guy awakened for such a long time. I finally got him, and again, another hairy big boy to go along with Wolfie there. Now, coming in at number 3 is Dr. Doom. Now, I love Dr. Doom. I still, you know, I know he's obviously, well, he's, even before 7 stars came out, he was still falling off a little bit, but I still personally really enjoy the character. And also, I still think, well, especially lower down in BGs, especially Victory Track, he still trips people up. I still see him a bunch in Victory Track. Not so much in Gladiator Circuit, obviously, but he still does the job for a lot of people going through this game. And rightfully so. He is a great power control champion. When you've got those Furies up from a special 3, he still can do a buttload of damage. And also, he is still a bulky defender, especially if you have buffs and he can nullify them and you get the shock. And if he throws that heavy attack, well, you're taking a Doom slap to the face, my friend. But yeah, I think Doom is he's one of those tried and tested champions now. It would be interesting to see if he does come out as a 7-star. It really, really would. Because I think he is passable without the awakened ability. But I think that, you know, whenever he nullifies that power gain buff, it does help him out a lot. And also, the 100% chance to inflict it with shock debuff when nullifying a buff, that is also very, very nice to have. But yeah, his, what was it called, the Doom Cycle? Again, satisfying to do. And yeah, again, you've seen this a lot with this trend of characters. We've got some satisfying rotations and satisfying ways to play these guys, which is why this guy's coming in at number 3. I think was he in my top Mystic on my last list? I think he might have been, because I don't think Charlotte and the other person, or just basically the other characters I didn't have them up yet, or have them at all. And I've already just sport another character. But before we talk about the number 1, we're going to talk about number 2, which is Juggernaut. How we get, you know, it was either just the fact that this guy was released as a 7-star, and the fact that they allowed him, and they can't exactly walk it back now. What a W for the community, first of all, that we voted for this guy to come as a 7-star, because this guy is well, to quote, X-Men, The Last Stand, he's the Juggernaut, bitch. This guy's just insane. I really, 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 really want this guy as a 7-star, and he is just constantly eluding me. Which is why I have this guy ascended at just a rank 4 6-star level, because again, if I rank this guy up to rank 5, guaranteed the next couple of 6, 7 stars I open, I'll probably get a Juggernaut. But having said that, this guy, again, what do I need to say that hasn't already been said? This guy is a complete nuke. It deals with quite a bit, but again, he is just one of those tried and tested nuke characters now. As I almost knock over my tea, I'm getting so excited to talk about this guy. Waken ability, not necessary, which is why I really want him. But the fact that the unstoppable buffs and that just the trouble with Juggernaut before his buff is that he wasn't this unstoppable power force like he's been shown to be like in the comics and in Deadpool 2. And X-Men: The Last Stand, but less so about that film, the better. Just the special 2, each hit does a bit of physical damage. But obviously, you can gain a Fury buff when you are at max momentum, so 10 unstoppable charges. And that physical damage increases. I actually think it increases the more unstoppables you have as well. Yeah, each unstoppable you gain more attack rating and ability and power rate as well, ability power rate. So yeah, this guy is just... I've just got no words, really. I've just got no words. Just, I think in the community, just the fact that we haven't got Kate Bishop well, we could have had 7-star Kate Bishop. I talked about that in the skill video. But the fact that they don't want to release a Baron Zemo because I think a 7-star would be too powerful. I think someone said that at Kabam. I could be completely wrong. But they allowed us to pick 7-star Juggernaut for the I think the first when the Titanfall first came out, the first ever Titanfall. They allowed us to pick 7-star Juggernaut. Yeah, just the fact that I have to say the fact that we've got this guy as a 7-star speaks for how good this guy is and how strong he is. This guy from when an annoying defender to like an amazing attacker. Would it be nice to use him as a defender? Yeah, probably. But again, this guy's just so much fun to play. You can just basically run in and tank hits. He's the unstoppable Juggernaut. But that's enough of me gushing about Juggernaut and how disappointed I am that I still don't have this guy as a 7-star. I'm going to talk about a 7-star that I do have, and I'm really considering rank 3ing her, is Kushala. I wasn't the biggest fan of Kushala when she was first released, because I thought she's just a bit fiddly to play with those spells and all that. But when I got her as a 7-star, and I learned how to play her, yeah, she's really, 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 really good. One of the reasons I took her up is because she is a great serpent counter, and yes, she does do that very, very well, along with America Chavez, obviously, but I don't have her as a 7-star. But yeah, I just thought it'd be annoying because you have to constantly have those blessings up, but I've played her without keeping those blessings up, and she's still so good. She's got a great nullify on her special 1, and the fact that you can place where are they? You can place ignition buffs on characters if they don't have buffs, you can place those ignition buffs on and you're fine. The soul barb on the special 2 is great. It's a great piece of utility. So basically, Soul Barb does more damage the more buffs the opponent has. Yeah, deals energy damage for each buff on the affected champion. So the more buffs that the opponent has, the better, which is why she's so good for Serpent and a load of other cosmics like Hulkling. And yeah, she's got great nullify, great damage. I was, I have apologized to Kushala. I wasn't familiar with her game when she first came out, but the fact that I've got her as a 7-star rank 2, I am considering rank 3ing her at some point, which will probably be maybe after Banquet. We'll have to see how it goes. Again, a lot of 7-stars I'm considering for rank 3 in these videos, and how I regard them in this game, because I just love playing them. So says a lot for Kushala. And also we finally have a Mystic Ghost Rider that's not CGR, that's actually good, even though I do have a soft spot for OG Ghost Rider. But yeah, again, I don't think there's a lot that needs to be said for Kushala. Tried and tested, I think definitely now, even though she's only been out for over a year at this point now. Yeah, I just really, really love her. I think just the nullify, and then that does incinerate damage on top of that. And also the special 3 with Judgment, Damnation, passive degen thing. I actually don't know what a special 3... I know it does degen or damnation damage. Gain 1 stack of each blessing and place an indefinite judgment on the opponent, increasing the duration of Kushala's future blessings plus 4 seconds. For each active blessing, degeneration damage over 8 seconds for a max stack of 9. So, yeah. Kushala, a lot of fun to play, great nullify champion, great damage dealer, great serpent counter, just deals with a lot of the annoying... cosmic counters that aren't nullify immune, because we do seem to be getting a few of them recently, but that is going to be it for this video, that for this series. So if you enjoy this video, like it. If you enjoyed the series, like it. That's if this video comes out as last, which it probably will be, because it's the last one I'm recording. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit the like button. If you disliked it, that's fine, dislike it. And if you enjoy this video, check out my other content, check out the rest of the videos in this little mini series. I did the previous 5 classes, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.